Hello there, Crafty doer. Jessica Michaels here. Who doesn't love a good haul? I usually don't ever do these, but I am quite excited about some of the products in this haul. So let's get into the crafty doings. This haul is from Ranger Ink. There's lots of goodies in here. I have recently got quite a bit of the Dina Wakley's acrylic paint. I've yet to play, but through the Crafty Maven Gateway, I got these gloss and I love them. I haven't full-blown played with these either, but I knew that I wanted to get more. Okay, so I'm keeping this, by the way, the bubble wrap for mixed media art journaling, and this to make collage paper out of. I'm not gonna lie, I already peeked through this because I was very anxious. And so this here doesn't have the wrapper to it because I already took it off. I wanted to get a feel for it and to see how it felt, how it opened, how big it was, and all that good stuff. But this is the storage for their gel plates. See? So you could put all different sizes of gel plates, or just, I think they have a gel plate that's this big. I'm not 100% sure. But I have a very cool storage solution using this. Not completely my idea, and I will share when that time comes. But I cannot wait to share this idea. Here we go. The back has the gel plate storage tin. But see how they have all sorts of different size of gel plates. So that's cool. Yeah, I'll go ahead and I kind of want to tell you guys a little bit about it. I'm sure I'm so eager. I don't know what to do. I don't know. Okay. All right. I'm going to tell you. So I saw a video, not too long ago. Well, actually, you know what? I saw it a long time ago, and I saved it. And now that 49 in Market keeps coming out with the different colors, I'm running out of room. And I decided for 49 in Market that I wanted to use these dome foams or foam domes with Tim Holtz's ink blending tool. Because of the way that I use these inks, I do a lot of ink blending, and I found that the flat spongy ones, like this is actually acrylic paint, but when I try to ink blend with these flat ones, it just like, I get a big old blob, and it's just like, it's, even if I try to do it easy, sometimes I work too fast and I just get a big old vibrant dark mark, and I hate that. There's no like diluting that or ink blending that out or anything, and that's why I really like these foam domes. Okay, so getting back to what I was saying, these 49 in Market has come out with a lot more dye inks, and so I'm collecting a lot of these right now. My storage solution I don't love. I'll pop on the screen what I have sitting on my desk, but as it sits, I have to slide this in like this. Okay, let's see how that shot is. Yeah, it's pretty good. And then I have a little piece of Velcro on there because this is felt, and then I stick them here. So they're always with their designated dye ink pad, but when I then slide it in whatever, in that cartridge you see in the little slot that I have pulled up on the screen, then I slide it in here. Well, I'm not always disciplined enough to get all of the ink off of here, and so then it sits, see, and that's how a lot of my ink pads have, you know, this little mark here, and it kills me every time. But this is a cool solution for this. And I think you kind of get the idea of where I'm going with this, but that is what I'm going to use to store all of these kind of in here. So I'll have that video tutorial out soon. So that is what this is. Okay. Look at this. Look at this box of just absolute goodness. This is probably like the largest box I've ever gotten from Ranger. So like I said, I've fell in love with these glosses when I first started using them from the Crafty Maven Getaway. And I actually went with the sprays as opposed to the droplets. You get what I'm saying. These little droplet here. Because of the way of the style that I want to journal. So I also thought, well, I can always just grab these out and then just kind of, you know, dabble as I please. I know Dina really likes these instead because, all right, sorry about that. As I was saying, Dina really likes these because she likes to just kind of, honestly, she usually just pours, but this is probably easier. I know she mentioned that these kind of clog, so I know that I have to be careful when I start using these and just to be very disciplined to wipe them off and clean them off as I store. So I got quite a bit. I try to go down the rainbow and pick colors that I use the most. So I know I have like my greens, but I got 3 of them. Here, let's see. Let me pull these out and then clear the box out, I should say. It just looks more dramatic with the box sitting there, am I right? Okay, so let me pull all these out since this is a haul. And I know hauls like to go through there. All of the things. I'm not going to do color swatching. This is going to be a short video haul. Okay, so if we go down the rainbow, we have pink, red, orange, whoopsie, yellow, green, blues, and I know that I use quite a bit of greens, and it's just, I can't just get like this one green. It's just impossible. There's different shades, you know, and there's more too, which if I know I'm gonna love, I should say if I'm gonna love, I know I'm gonna love, but I just want to play with these first and see how that goes. I'm not really sure where I want this. This is called Ancient, and I loved it when I saw it. And oh, there we go. So it's, yeah, it's kind of like a brownish or whatever, and then black, and then I'll just put my right here. But how stinking cool is that? Am I right? So I'm going to have such fun art journaling with all these beautiful colors. Let's go through them. Carnation Rouge, Ruby, Tangelo, Lemon Lime Evergreen, Lapis, Peacock, Orchid, Orchid, Ancient, and then Black. And I thought I got a white, because here's my white gloss. I use this quite a bit, and I use it to splatter, so I definitely did not care about yeah, taking care of that, but I have it, so like I have it. But yeah, so this is going to be so fantastic. I'm really excited about using these gloss sprays and the style of art journaling that this has inspired me to do. So that is just, I'm really, really psyched about it. So yeah, I don't know. It's nerve-wracking a little bit. I'm feeling all the feels. I'm anxious, I'm nervous, I'm excited. I'm nervous because like, what if it doesn't give, you know? And then I just have all of these. But usually that's why I like the Crafty Maven Getaway. And video's not promo at all, but I was able to test these two, you know? And so I knew I would like it. But then I thought, okay, well, I would rather spray than this. And that's why I was able to make the choice of buying the sprayers as opposed to those. All right, this, well, and then I grabbed some more mini domed foams. So it is dome foams. I go back between foam domes and dome foams, and it's such a funny like word and confusing pair to say at the same time. But these I got because, again, 49 in Market keeps coming out. Janine is doing amazing and coming out with a lot of different shades of colors, and so I have to keep up. And then again with my organization little solution hack, whatever, that's what this is gonna go for. And I already kind of talked a little bit about why I prefer these. I also do have the Simon Hurley minis. These are absolutely fantastic, and I'll tell you why. I use those for my distressed oxides. Give me one sec. Oh, I used to use these for my distressed oxides. These are beat up, and also because I gave them to my little, so now this belongs to them. But so these were from Amazon, and it came with these little stickers, and I would just use like one color per brush. And these I would actually, like, I would have a rag and then just rub the excess ink oxide off of it. These are, look at my girls, they're still learning to just use like one per, but it's okay. These are washable too, so you could wash them. But the problem with these are, when I used to go and ink blend, it bends. See, never cracked, never broke, but it's like no matter how much pressure I put, it's almost like not enough pressure, you know? So then my hand would, ergonomically, these are not good. So I would end up holding it from here or even from the head. And even that's just like, you feel like a little pinch or whatever. So they ink blended like a boss. That's why I stuck to these as opposed to the flat Tim Holtz ink blending tool. But Simon Hurley came out with a ink blending tool of his own, but they're majorly big. They're like bigger than these. Let me see if I can pop one. I know I have one. Yes, because I wanted to try it. That's how you know what you like. Granted, yes. So you're out a few bucks, but you know, there, see, way big. It's almost like it compares to this. Right? Like, I mean, it's a little bit bigger too, but I think the ergonomic design behind this is awesome. Especially, I have really big hands. And so like, this was nice, but I also scrapbook 8x8, which is smaller, obviously, than a 12x12. And even like my art journals, I love this Ranger Dilutions 6x8. So you have these tiny, you know, pages. I want to find one that like I ink blended. Those are newer. These are all older. Okay, here's this. It's tiny. And so to get, well, that's a bad example to you guys. Okay, this is perfect. Yeah, it's cool, I can get here, but once I start getting into these tiny ones, then I could use this. And sure, you know, you could have both really, but I have so much stuff, and I don't have the room to be storing both. And honestly, it's preference, and I didn't want to, you know. So like, I guess for these, I'm making myself to be a liar live. That was a, well, anyways, you get the idea. So I scrapbook and art journal on a smaller scale. So these are perfect for what I like to do in my style, my scrapbooking style, and all that good stuff. Anyways, I wanted to share that with you. And then, you know, Ranger has these in their shop that you can label. I'm not using these, so I'm not labeling those. But I believe, yeah, you can get them for a few bucks there. I'll have everything linked just in case you see something that you like. So as I go, actually I'm labeling them as I go. So I know those are the colors that I use the most, as opposed to just labeling everything. And also I'm still looking for like a storage solution for these, because there's nothing out there. And Simon recommended, here, let me pull this out. Excuse my reach here. Simon recommended this lipstick holder, which is great. Look, they obviously they fit there fantastic. My problem is I can't tell. I mean, I can, but I can't see the labels, and I would love that. It's easier than kind of, you know, guessing. So, yeah, and I'm labeling them all. Like, they're all pretty labeled. Let's see, without making a big mess. Well, you saw it. And not only that, but this thing comes, or actually I put like these little foots, I guess. That way it leans a little bit up like that, because they otherwise then they just kind of slip out a little bit. So that's what I'm dealing with now. I wish, and I've been looking, and I may have to go on like Etsy or someone or something, so they can just like 3D print one of these for me. I would actually need two, and so that it hits right on the edge. The bristles fit, but the edge doesn't. Watch. And it, oh, I hate it every time, because I'm like, oh, look, it's going in, and it isn't. But how cool would that be, right? And then all of it will be labels out. So if you know actually a storage solution similar to what I have going on, please let me know in the comments section, because I'm a little desperate, and I don't have drawers to slip those in there. That's going to be my next thing. I'm kind of doing a little office or art studio revamp, and that might be what I end up doing. Anyways, moving right along. Okay. I did end up getting some transparent gloss. I was out. I've actually been trying to salvage this, but it is gone. And I tried, look, it's so icky. Like, and I want to show you the difference, because I've really tried my best to salvage it. And I mean, it's pretty much all used up, which I'm happy about. That makes me happy. But you'll see the difference between like a brand new transparent gloss. Look at that. That's so embarrassing. Look at, but yeah, see how creamy it is? I'm not even worried about the color, but it's super creamy. This is just, it's sad. So I needed one desperately. So I got transparent gloss. I like transparent gloss. What I use it for? Lots of texture. Transparent means it's going to pick up whatever color I put in it, versus like an opaque. Opaque is very white. I mean, so is this one, but it dries glossy, transparent and glossy. This is you're not gonna see through this. Okay, but when you add color to this, it's almost like making colored frosting. When you add color to the transparent gloss, it's like making like the gel filling of like the cake. So I needed that. There's also transparent matte versus gloss. This means it's going to dry not shiny. This is going to be shiny. So just different mediums for different things, and also just different, you know, whatever I'm feeling. Gotta make sure I'm stocked up, right? Okay. The next thing I did grab was Scrapbook Adhesive 3D Foam Squares. I love these because they come in 2 different sizes. Here, let me pull it out. And I use both, and I use them quite a bit for my art journaling. I actually use cherry foam tape for my scrapbooks. Once in a while I'll use these, but I mean, you know, because of the pictures and stuff like that. So let me show you what a roll of cherry foam tape looks like. Looks like that. This is a brand new roll. I just got this one. But this is where I was down to, and I use it a lot. It's super easy because it tears easily. As I try to tear it, it tears pretty easily. I'm going to use that later. And then you can take the backing off and apply it to, let's say, a round piece of paper or photo. And then I just cut my nails. See how short they are? So I'm having such a hard time. But yeah, and so then you can like mold it, you know, like that, so you don't have to. I love cherry foam tape. I remember the first time I ever bought it a few years ago. It came in this and I was blown away. I was like, no stinking way. All right, so these on the other hand are already cut for you, pre-cut for you, and you get both sizes. So, and when I need something super mini, all I do is literally get some scissors, and I saw this like on a short or a reel, and then just snap it right in half or whatever size you need while it's on here. That way you just use what you need. And I thought that was such a clever idea than trying to slice like a piece of cherry foam tape, because there is only backing. There's no, this one has both a backing on both sides. So these are awesome. I love these. It adds a lot of dimension to my journals, which I love to do. So these are great. I'm actually going to pull out my journal. I was hesitant right now. Like, should I not? I just kind of pulled it out. But I want to find one like that color one. I got a lot of love for this one. So it's dear to my heart now. But see, just different layers. I wonder if I like do this, you could see all the, yeah, see how it's all lifted off the page on different levels. Those are all foam tape, or I'm sorry, 3D foam squares in between them all. So I'll leave that out there just in case I gotta reach out for it. All right, so the next thing I got was paper collage. I'm pretty excited about this. I usually make my own paper collage, or honestly, the only other paper collage besides one that I make, I've used is from Open Journey. Open Journey Faith has awesome mixed media stuff, and I say mixed media stuff with a grain of salt because her name is Ingrid. She is, oh my gosh, she's an extremely talented artist. This is all her design, all her work. And she has like stickers. I'm trying to pull out some stuff without going crazy because this isn't a part of the haul. But like this is all her art. So these are like rub-on transfers. These are just like stickers. These are more rub-on transfers. I have quite a bit of stuff. But this is collage paper, and I absolutely love it. So this, other than this and making my own, I haven't used anything else. So this Dina Wakley collage paper is exciting, especially because there's faces, and I am terrible with drawing or painting faces. I usually kind of paint and draw them, like kind of distort it a little bit. These are perfect. This saves me. And I think they're just so cool, especially because they're printed out in black. So I think that's like, I don't know, very bold, you know, color. There's both males, and females, which I love, and then older and younger. And I love all the different type of expressions on each ones. And some you get a little embellished. And I love that you get multiple sizes of some as well. Love that. That's gonna be cute. And I say cute, but what I mean is it's gonna be freaking awesome. Is that the same one? No, there's different ones. So yeah, look at that. I didn't even know there was that one. But yeah, so love that and that. Just rock my world, Dina. Oh yeah, I'm super stoked about that one. They look like praying hands a little bit. Oh yeah, guys. Perfect. So, yep, I'm excited about this. And this is all to just the inspiration behind some mixed media art journaling using the gloss sprays and these. And I saved the best for last because, oh, I got a Posca marker too, by the way. I have these really big ones. Here, I'll show you. They're really, like, really big. But when I want to, I was trying to open it, you guys, with the seal on. When I want to, like, journal on top of media, I love using these. This is the white one, but you can see how much thinner it is. And I think there's a thinner one or a thicker one, but there's one in between, like these two. I don't know which one, but I needed another one, so I grabbed that. So yeah, there's that. But see, I'm excited to get to the big. I got one of these collage brushes. Same thing. Also, because I'm killing my own brushes, I go through, like, I think I went through 2 of these because I'm terrible, you guys, with, like, washing my brushes. Like, this has so much, just so much. I wish I could flip it over and you guys could see, but I'm sure you can see how gross the water is in there. And, like, like, there's still stuff on there. Look, I'm terrible at this. And this is how, this at least, like, keeps the brush moist so I can easily wash it off. But sometimes when I'm collaging and I'm using matte medium, I just kind of lay it. I lay it there and then it just stays off to the side. And sometimes it'll go, like, under my mat or, like, on my table and I forget about it and then it dries. I know I saw, like, I don't know, a solution to bring your brushes back to life. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I didn't bother looking back at it. But fortunately, this is a little, like, nothing I can just clip right off. And also, it's just for collage. So that's all I need it for that. And if I have it designated one, and oh, that's cool, has a little, like, ergonomic thing there. If I have a designated one for collage medium, I won't forget to, and look how big it is. There's no way this can slip there and I forget about it. So that was cool. Okay. What I'm really excited about, and if you don't know me, I am absolutely terrible with numbers. So I don't, if I'm really concerned about the size of a product, I will go into the description and take a look at the size. But if it's like, I'm not worried about it, like I wasn't with these paintbrushes, they could have come in, like, I don't know, a foot long, and I would be amazed and find a way to use it. I really didn't care about the size. I was not expecting this from Dina Wakley's brushes. Look at these, you guys. They're ginormous. And even these, like, I don't even know what to think. I really don't. I know I love them. And I haven't even taken them out of the package. I love that she, oh, that's the little, that she used a different color to code every size. That is beautiful. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yes. Yes, girl. Okay. Yeah, I love that. Look at, they're beautiful, you guys. Oh my goodness gracious. Come on. They're beautiful. So I have her packet of the, look at, they're much bigger. Even like the brush itself, I can't, this is just, I can't. So yeah, this is what I'm super excited about, and I'm, stick around so that you can see all of them, because I am absolutely amazed at the quality. At least, you know, I haven't seen them, to be fair. I haven't used them, to be fair. But look at that. And it has like a pretty gloss, and even this dipped paint here. Like, come on. Oh, that feels nice. That feels nice, you guys. Feels great. So if you're in, if you happen to be, in the market for a new paintbrush, number 24. Look. Oh, they're just so comfortable. Oh my, I can't even. This monster. Keep in mind too, I'm not a painter by any means. So, you know, all these different, like 1 3/4 flat brush, that's amazing. Oh, so it is a little like, oh, I might have to reinforce that. Oh no, there you go. Yeah, you just had to push it in a little bit. There you go. Oh yeah, that's solid now. Look at that. Like, these are, I've been using, guys, this is what I've been using. The biggest one, hold on, because Ranger makes some paintbrushes as well. I'm pulling it out of my yucky water so you can see. But like, this is what I've been using, which is fine. Come on. I'm gonna have fun with these. And this is fantastic. I don't have a size like this. This is super tiny. I'm excited. All right. That's my haul. Thank you so much for joining me. This went 30 minutes. My videos are usually 15. When I go over 15 on a tutorial, I scream, but I can't cram it anymore, speed it up anymore, because then you'll lose steps. But 30 is different for a haul. I don't hate it. Just want to make sure I get everything on screen here that I grabbed during this, for this haul. Yeah, once again, please don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Actually, this is my first haul, so if you like this, let me know in the comment section and I will do these sporadically. If you have any questions, let me know. If you want to see these gloss sprays swatched, let me know. I will definitely keep you posted on my storage solution for my foam domes. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe for more tips, tricks, and mixed media encouragement. Thanks so much. Until the next crafty doing.